Hello, this is your friendly nurse and health coach, and I'm coming to you today on a headaches. As we discussed headaches last week with you all, send in your questions, comment your questions. I got like 8 questions already of your questions on headaches. As we said, headaches is a cerebral fluid built up in your brain called intracranial pressure in your brain and causing headaches on your muscles. The intracranial pressure is on your muscles of in your skull, in your nerves of your head and your neck, spinal cord. Number one question I have here is on migraine headache. You said if they keep having the headaches, they should see a doctor. Yes, I did. At least after 2 days of constant migraine headaches. And remember, migraine headaches is those headaches that's piercing your whole brain, like shooting through your brain, pain constantly intense and pulsating because the blood vessels are contracting in your brains. So they call that pulsation pain all the way through your head, and you're very sensitive to light and colors. And usually you can take green when you can't take any other color. You can tolerate green because it's more soothing than any color. Orange, blue, yellow, red, green is more soothing. So normally you can tolerate the green before any other color. But if the pain consists after 2 days with pulsating through your brain, you need to see a doctor because it could be something serious. You got tumors you can have in your brain and serious stuff that you can have in your brain. So you need to consult a doctor about it. And someone else gave me another question here. Said, can they put fruit in water to help hydrate themselves? Yes, you can. You can put the fruit in the water to help hydrate your water because remember, fruit got water in it also. So you're building up your water fluid balance for your body so you won't be dehydrated. So you can get some of the pressure of the sinus. When you got a sinus headache, that's mainly what you use it in, the hydrating of the water or the fruit in the water with a sinus headache. Sinus headache, you got a lot of pressure that build up and a lot of mucus that build up around your nostrils, your ears, your eyes, and your eyes get puffy and inflamed. Your cheekbones get puffy. So you got a lot of inflammation building up all over your face when you got that sinus headache. And when you put that water, that fluid in it, and the fruit and the water, you're going to help some of the fluid shift, and the cranial pressure fluid won't be there. It'll help hydrate and give you some of that fluid that you're missing, the good fluid of the water and the fruit fluid. So it could be any kind of medical problem. Sinus headache can amount to any kind of medical problem that you can have in your body. You can have something that's going on in your body that you're not aware of. So to hydrate yourself, put the water and the fruit. Yes, you can put some fruit in the water. And I got a third question here. Said they tried the peppermint with a headache, and they put it all around the ears and all around the nose, and it helped the headache go away, which is a good thing. So it released some of the pressure. Remember, peppermint got menthol in it. That's soothing. And when you got that headache that's got the muscles contracting, muscle contraction, to help ease the tense off those muscles. So therefore, you ease the tense off the muscles, you're gonna have less pain, and you stimulate more blood flow to the brain. The more blood flow to your brain, the more oxygen to your brain, more nutrients to your brain. So you got to increase that oxygen flow to your brain. And that peppermint is so soothing with the menthol in it, will help you do that. Let's see, we got another question here. The fourth question that we got here is, what is it called when I feel my pain more in my neck than my head? And you can feel it more in your neck than your head at times, and that's called deferred pain. Deferred pain, when you feel the pain somewhere nearby, but it's not in the area where you're feeling the pain. It's nearby where the pain is coming from. Like you may have some pain in your chest area, and it's deferred in your back, and you feel a pain in your back, and you're like, why is my back hurting so much? And it could be your chest. It could be you really having a heart attack. So you got to be careful with stuff like that. And you may have pain in your arm. It could be your chest. So you can have pain in your neck. It could be your head. That's called deferred pain. When it's somewhere, the pain is actually somewhere nearby. It's not actually in the area that you're feeling the pain in. Always remember that. Let's see, we got a fifth question is, what is stress hormone called? Stress hormone called is cortisol level. Your cortisol level in your body is going to tell you how much stress you got. According to your stress, the more your cortisol level raised up in your body, the more stress you're going to have in your body. You ever got a lot of tense and upset and all? Your cortisol level increased, and that's why you got more stressful. And as we said before, that's mainly in the headaches, what they need the smoothies and the nutrients in. When your hormone levels elevate and that's your stress levels elevated, it helps reduce your cortisol level. That green smoothie with the iron, folate, and the magnesium that we was talking about in it for a headache. And it mainly in migraine headaches a lot. When that cortisol level have increased because of the pain and intensity of the pain. And then you get you some green smoothies and a lot of nutrients. That green, everything green, you got a lot of nutrients that's going to help your body, going to put more life. Green will soothe you. I want to call it that, a soothe your headache. Green, eating means that green will also soothe your headache. Very, very unique, very, very important. Okay, we got another question here. It says, can you explain how a headache can be something more major? It can be something more major, as I just said a few minutes ago, if it's lasting over 2 days and it turn into like a migraine headache and pulsation all the way through your head. It could be something more major like a tumor. So you need to go and check with your doctor and Tell them to do a CAT scan of your head or MRI of your head. I prefer MRI over CAT scan because MRI is more detailed than a CAT scan. As someone just asked me something similar to that, it can lead to early warning signals, warning issues about something that's bigger, a bigger medical problem. If it persists over 2 days, 3 days, and just keep on going, the same pain with no relief, getting no better, with all you have tried, the pills and everything, and nothing relieving it, you need to go get it checked out by the doctor by that time. Yes, you need to go get checked out by the doctor for sure. It can be the early warning signal of something that's big. Also, remember you got the hypertension headache. So you need to take your blood pressure. I would take that first. And you always have a blood pressure machine. Everybody should have a blood pressure machine and a temperature machine in their house. And possible also have what we call a pulse ox that you put on your finger to check the oxygen level in your body. That's what we're talking about right now, high blood pressure. Yes. Check your blood pressure. The normal blood pressure is 120/80. So if your blood pressure going over 120/80, it is hypertension. So, and if it's going below and just hanging around 90/60 or 80/60, you may have hypotension, and you may need some fluids. Remember, some headaches is calling for some more fluids in your body. You dehydrated. And that's the one that I have to look at times. If I feel a little uneasiness in my head, I automatically go and get some more fluid. I go get some more water and drink it. When I get the water and drink it, normally I don't feel that discomfort no more. Other than that, I don't have a headache. I try to keep myself with enough nutrients and enough fluid in me, so I won't have discomfort in my head at all. So watch that. Let's see. I got another question here saying, can eating sweetened cause headaches? Remember, you got your refined sugars and you got the natural sugar. I don't see the natural sugar, which is in your fruits, 100% juices, and you always should buy 100% pineapple juice, orange juice, or whatever kind of juice you're getting. Don't get that other kind of sugar, that other kind of juice, because it's got syrup in it and all kind of additives in it. So you got 100% juice, it shouldn't cause a headache. But if you got that other kind of juice that got corn syrup and all kind of stuff added to it, yeah, you can cause you a headache. Why? Why it's causing you a headache? Because of the sugar. Remember, the sugar causes inflammation. That's one of the things that would cause inflammation in your body, sugar. So anytime you're inflamed, you got pain, redness, and swelling. So you got another major problem starting off. So you have to watch that. Watch the sugar. Always try to get the natural sugar. 100% fruit juice, 100% pineapple, orange juice, tomato juice, or whatever you trying to you drinking up. And apples, oranges, the natural state, the original state of that fruit. So you won't get those additive sugars or corn syrup and all those additive stuff. And you shouldn't have to worry about a headache. Number 8 question was, what causes a hangover, headache? What causes you to have a hangover headache? That means when they don't drink excessive alcohol. What causes that headache? Remember your head feels so heavy you can't hardly lift it up. What caused that kind of headache, they saying? To me, that's more of a pressure, a migraine headache, and a tension headache mixed together. More it's a tension headache because it's triggered by stress. Stress, the one causes it. And you got a dull aching all over your head, and then your blood vessels contracting and everything going on in your head. Why? Because when you get intoxicated, your brain is working overtime without any fuel, because usually you're going to go right straight to the bathroom and let out a lot of fluid when you're drinking, and you're going to end up dehydrating yourself. And when you're dehydrating yourself, lost a lot of minerals, potassium, magnesium, vitamins, salt, some minerals that you really need in your body. And without those nutrients, remember, you need those nutrients. That's what causes a lot of migraine headaches, because they has not got enough nutrients. So you're losing those nutrients. So automatically you're going to have a splitting headache. That's called a chemical imbalance and dehydration headache. That's what it mainly called. Because you got a chemical, lost a lot of chemicals and minerals. So it's a chemical imbalance in your head, in your brain, and you are dehydrated. So you got a double hitter on your head, because alcohol will works on your kidney, and all this right here that's excreted through your kidneys, all these vitamins, minerals, salt, all those are excreted through your kidneys as you continue going to the bathroom and peeing when you get high and drunk and intoxicated. You done lost all those minerals, all those vitamins, and you wonder, oh, why am I waking up with this big old headache? And a lot of people go and fix a lot of tomato juice, and they put some more stuff in the tomato juice. And the tomatoes got a lot of potassium. And that's why it began to help them some, because they begin to hydrate themselves back up and get themselves back to salt, potassium, magnesium, and some minerals that their body need. And they keep on drinking it, they start feeling better. You want to hear, okay, of the pineapples. I mean, I said the pineapples got what we call bromelain in it. Bromelain is a substance that I got it in the refrigerator now. I got some pills of bromelain. It's in the stem of the pineapple and in pineapple. And it helps the inflammation, dry up the inflammation that's in your brain. And anytime you got fluid build up, you got some inflammation. It's inflamed. And it helps dry it up, so your headache will go away. That's what that bromelain good for. It's very, 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 very good. And I take it sometimes without the pineapple, just takes the pill. You can take 250 milligrams. You can take as much as 500 milligrams a day. But you don't have to take 500. You don't take about 200, really. So bromelain is good for a lot of things that we said was cancer, the digestive system, which is our second brain, is our digestive system. Our brain up here is our first brain, and our second brain is our digestive system. So it helps your cancer, your digestive system, burns, nerves, your gums in your mouth. Pineapples, fresh pineapples now. As I told you before, don't get the one in the can, guys. In the can, it's been heated up. When we heat stuff up, it's killing a lot of the nutrients. That's why 70 to 75% of your food a day should be raw food. Because when you cook it, you're cooking out a lot of nutrients out your food. So pineapples helps the swelling go down, and all because it's anti-inflammatory that's in the pineapple. And that's a good question. Thank you all for those questions. Y'all got some good questions tonight. I love them. Yes, it is in. It's in the papaya. It's a lot in papaya, and it's in some more fruits, but it's in papaya and pineapple more than the other fruits. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, in case you don't like pineapple, you can try papaya, some more fruits, some of the other fruits is in too, but papaya and pineapple is in the most. And if you don't like pineapple, you can just go get the Brumblin from the store and just take the peel itself. So you don't have to take the fruit if you don't want the fruit. That's why I was telling you about the Brumblin in the fruit, in case you want to go and get the Brumblin itself instead of taking the fruit. Because I don't always have pineapples here, and I take the Brumblin sometimes. And it's good for your lungs. And I know some people take it for their lungs and eat a lot of pineapple for their lungs, and their lungs doing a lot better since they've been doing it. So, and a lot of people are not aware of that bromelain in that pineapple, and that's what's causing that pineapple to help that headache. It's got an anti-inflammatory agent in it. Very, very important. And as we said about the cluster headaches, the headaches that they works in patterns. It may be there for a while and it go away and it come back because it's a nerve dysfunction headache. Severe burning and piercing pain in your head. I don't know if anyone ever had in that burning or piercing pain in the head. It's a terrible pain. Yes, it does. And I'm about to teach. Is your video be coming on either tomorrow or the next day out on allergies and sinuses. And I will be discussing about that sinus headache a little farther then. Yes, the mucus build up in that sinus headache. You automatically got some mucus already. They keep your nose and your throat dried out some. But when that mucus build up, that histamine shoots out with the allergies and make the mucus build up more. When it excess mucus, that's when it becomes a headache because it becomes pressure on your muscles and your nerves of your neck and your head, and make the pain around your ears and your nose and your cheekbones, and your face may get puffy and swelling some around your eyes and all. Yes, exactly. That's where it's coming from. Yeah. The good mushroom to eat for your lungs is the municipal mushrooms, which I have to text the correct spelling to you of it. Remind me, call me and remind me of that so I can give you the name of the mushroom and spell it right. I have a bottle around here somewhere. Dr. Becker sells this particular mushroom, and it is awesome. So make sure you text me or call me, Ms. Franklin, about this. And thank you for asking again and reminding me. I will be teaching on the different more mushrooms and what they are for and how they are very helpful to us. So this particular mushroom I'm talking about right now, it was very helpful to me when I was going through some stuff. And I was thinking about ordering some more, but I still got the bottle. Very, very good question. Very good question. And don't you all forget the mint tea and green tea and ginger, which is antioxidants, feverfew tea. All these are good for headaches too. Don't forget your teas. They're very important. And if you don't want to use a tea bag, you can always get the tea leaf and get some boiling hot water. Hold the tea leaf over a strainer and pour the boiling water over the leaf. Let it drop into a cup. So there are a lot of teas out there that's good for the headache. But the ones I mentioned was the mint tea, the green tea, the ginger, the feverfew tea. Remember the ginger, you got your antioxidant that's going to destroy all those free radicals and those damaged cells and help the cells reset itself. And you got your hot compresses and your heat pads, good for headaches. To relax some of those tense muscles in your head. Then you got your cold packs for to constrict the blood vessels and the nerve transmission of the pain. Cold kills inflammation. Ice kills inflammation. Ice pack to your head. A lot of people that's intoxicated with that hangover headache that we was talking about earlier, they use that ice pack on their head. And they don't quite know why. They know it helps because it's soothing and it helps the inflammation of all the fluid, the fluid that they're missing in their brain. It helps replace some of it, that oxygen in your brain. If you don't have any oxygen in your house and you get short of breath and all, you can get an ice pack and put to your nose, and the ice will give you some oxygen. Yes. If you sleep under a fan long enough, it can dry you out and dehydrate you. When you get up and you got that headache, you need to go drink some water and hydrate yourself back up. Anytime you're drying yourself out, it's going to help drop some of that fluid that you need. You need some fluid, cerebral fluid in your brain. You're going to drop some of the fluid and cause you to have a headache, that fan. And so you need to go hydrate yourself. That's what happens when people have that sinus pressure sometimes build up on them. They put that fan on them. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So you don't want a lot of pressure to build up on your brain. You have a lot of pain. So you got to keep yourself hydrated. I told you all the story one time how a man was dying one time. And he said one thing that he regretted in his life that he didn't do was drink more water. Of all the things that man could have said, he said one thing that he regretted he didn't do in life was drink more water. Because he knew if he would have hydrated his cells up in his body and his blood vessels in his body, that he could have eliminated stuff out of his body through his urine and stool, toxins and poisons and bad bacteria out of his body that caused him to be dying. Remember, all death usually starts at inflammation and infection. Inflammation turns into infection. Unless you have a major heart attack or a wreck or something, and boom, and all just go all of a sudden. cancer, you usually don't die of the cancer. You die of infection. It starts as inflammation and builds up to infection in your body. So you got to be very careful with that. Everything starts at infection, inflammation and infection, then infection in your body. So we are going to be getting that video ready between tomorrow and Wednesday to get it out to you all on allergies and sinuses. And remember that tension headache is like when you got a band around your head so tight. That's tension. It's triggered by stress. When you sit into a computer all day long and don't never get up, you're stressing yourself out. You're going to cause that tension headache to come. Okay? And dull, achy, all over pain over your head. Because you're stressing out the muscles and everything in your head. You got to take a break. You're supposed to take a break at least every 30 minutes to an hour off the computer. You'll take your eyes off the computer. Just turn it to the side or something. I get up, move around. Yes, it can prevent a lot of stuff. Drinking more water. That is great. A gallon a day. That's right. That's how much water you should be drinking, about a gallon a day. If you are an adult. Now, a child may not need as much if they're not as active. It's going to how active you are. The more active you are, the more fluid you need. Remember, I told you I don't feel the uncomfortable feeling in my head unless I know worked out at the gym and I've been on the treadmill for an hour, and I've done some aerobics, some intensive aerobics for a while, and hadn't drinking any fluid. I hydrated myself before I started it. And I know, no, I didn't drink enough fluid. I got to hydrate myself more. Somebody said they feel that they feel. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Sinus headache are the worst to you. All right now. Sinus headache are very, very bad because it can make your eyes puffy and your face swelling and look like a monster. Yeah, you can consume too much water if you're not as passing it out, if you're not excreting it out. If you just put it in there and it's not coming out, stop putting it in there and find a way to get it out. If you have to take a water pill or something. Especially, okay. All right, now you better make sure you getting it out. If you put it in, make sure you put out as much as you putting in, you putting it out, because you need to continue to have the fluid going all the way out through your body. To wash some of that alcohol out if you were coming over hangover anyway. You got to wash those toxins from those alcohol out your body too. Because those toxins are causing some inflammation in your body. So you gotta continue to wash through your body. Everything got to keep on flowing through your body, for your cells to act in the normal way that they was put there to do. Got to continue to doing it. Let's see, we talked about a psychological stress headache. It's called by mental strain and exertion. You have a throbbing headache. That means it's time to take a break. You on a job, you on a desk job or something like that, and you start having that throbbing headache, it's overtime to take a break. It's time to take a break. Ask your boss or whatever, can you go and take a break? Because you got too much mental strain on you, and that's what causing that headache, that throbbing headache. You have exerted yourself too much, and most likely have not drank enough fluid. Just take your break, drink some little water, fruit, water with fruit in it, something that hydrates you back up. Get you a green smoothie, something to help you hydrate you back up and give you some nutrients. Yeah, that sinus headache, I would say, was one of the worst ones. And the blood pressure headache is a bad one too now, because you want to make sure you get that blood pressure back down. You don't want no stroke. So you got to figure out fast whether is that blood pressure or not. You got a bad headache that don't want to go away. You need to take it right away, especially if you got high blood pressure already and you got a headache. Immediately take that blood pressure to see if it's your blood pressure up. And then you got the hormone headache. Remember the hormone headache. The hormone headache when the menses be on women and you craving for all that chocolate and all that sweetening, it's a no-no. Because that chocolate and that sweetness got to cause some inflammation in your body and can make you pain more and bleed more. So, no, jump to your fruits, your natural sugar. Somebody said, well, chocolate helped me. You think it helped you, but dark chocolate can help you some, but you can't overdo it. You got to discipline yourself with it. It'll make you more thirsty too. And that's what you need, some water. Because you're losing a lot of fluid every month. So you got to replace that fluid. And losing that fluid, sadly to say, a lot of people don't even drink water. I don't even know how they survive at all. They got to be eating some kind of fruit or something, getting some water somewhere. Because remember, 3/4 of your brain is water. 3/4 of your body is water. 3/4 of Earth is water. That's how much we need water. The causes of a headache. Okay. We got a bunch of causes of a headache. Oh my goodness. All right. The cause of headache. Okay, you don't get enough sleep, enough rest. That would cause headaches. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, you're stressing yourself out. And when you're stressing yourself out, causing that cortisol level to increase. So the cortisol level increase, that's a stress headache. That was one of the causes of it. And the one that was dehydrated, we already talked about the dehydration. You need the fluid. You dehydrated, you depleting yourself of a lot of minerals, salt, vitamins that your body needs, your cells need to act right. Okay, you got a nutrition deficiency, as we say, the green smoothie got the nutrients that you need. Cause a lot of migraine headaches because they not eating. They may be eating a lot, but they're not eating the right food. The nutritional food, the food that's really going to feed them the minerals and the vitamins that you need. Most people are just depleted of minerals and vitamins, and that's why they're sick. And you're not and get the minerals and vitamins, you're not eating a lot of green stuff. Because everything green got a lot of minerals and vitamins in it. Then you got your water. You got your mineral water. You got your mineral, your alkaline water, as I say. Got a lot of minerals in it. And then you got under-eaten, malnourished people that's going to be dehydrated and don't have enough nutrients. Life-threatening situations that happen to people is another cause. You have a trauma to the head and all. You have a lot of pain from that. and they have to have surgery on your head. Yeah, you got a lot of pain from that, recovering from that. Tumors, that's going to cause a lot of pain and discomfort. As we say, if the headache is a migraine headache is lasting more than 2 days, possibility it could be a tumor. Okay. Then you got loud noises, and then you got stress. Loud noises, stress, or that loud noise putting a lot of pressure on your cerebral in your brain and causing cerebral fluid to be more accessed, more pushed out more. And otherwise you're gonna have a splitting headache. I can't stand loud noise. I don't know about y'all. Then you have the kind that people don't have the right kind of eyeglasses ordered. Their prescriptions was not right, and they having a headache. Go back to your eye doctor and say something wrong since I got these new glasses. My headache been hurting. I don't have a usually have a headache. It's worse than it usually be. And let them know, because hey, doctors make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes at times. So you need to let them know. Somebody want to know is what sickle cell is autoimmune disease where the healthy your body attacks the healthy cells. Your immune system attacks the healthy cells in your body. So sickle cell is one of those autoimmune disease. And that's what it have a tendency to be hereditary. Eczema on the skin with sickle cell. Okay. Okay. The eczema, the discoloration of the skin, I can see that. The sickle cell, you may be bleeding under your skin. Sickle cell, you're gonna have some bleeding going on. So if you're bleeding on the skin, yeah, you're gonna have some discoloration in your skin from the outside. You're gonna see it from the outside when you do bleeding on the skin. Sometimes be little dark pimples, and with sickle cell cases, it could be discolorated some other kind of way on top of your skin, causing eczema, and taking when you take away nutrients from part of your skin, it's gonna leave that part of the skin looking like it's been depleted, which it have been depleted. So sickle cell is a very bad sickness and disease, and if you like for me to teach on it one day, I will. Yeah, it's not a fun thing. I remember when I was growing up, I saw this young little boy, he couldn't be about 4 or 5 years old. He had sickle cell so bad, he kept bleeding, his nose kept bleeding, and he just looked terrible. His whole skin looked like eczema was all over his body because of the bleeding. And they had it depleted the nutrients in his skin and in his body. It was showing on his skin how he had been depleted of nutrients because of the sickle cell or the bleeding. Remember, when you're losing blood, you're losing life. Why? Because in blood you got oxygen and a lot of nutrients. And we need oxygen to sustain life. That's a must. If you don't have no oxygen right now, you won't be listening to me. You won't be alive. And people that got trouble breathing, they understand how important it is to have oxygen. So yeah, that's not nothing to play with there. So you understand that some of the causes of the headache now? And there could be other reasons, but mainly, those medical reasons and all those reasons that I just named out uh, can cause terrible headaches. It is. It is. To me, it's related to leprosy. Yeah, to me, it's related to leprosy in the Bible. Yes. Um, Also, I said something about the practice relaxation when you're in the tense. I have those tension headaches or cluster headaches. You can practice the relaxation, like 4 breath in, put your arm down to your side, 4 breath in, 6 breath out. Relax it, relax like that. And this will get more oxygen up to your brain. And feed that brain. The more you feed that brain, the nutrients and the oxygen it need, the less pain it's going to be. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That I explained the cause of the headaches. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, so everyone need to be practicing these relaxation breath, though, every day. It's suggested up to 40 a day. But if you can't get up to 40, just take some slow, deep breath, 4 in and 6 out every day. They have to clear your lungs, keep your lungs clear too, especially those that got lung problems. And all these viruses going around and all, we all need to do that every day. Stress is about 95 to 100% of all sicknesses is caused by stress, because that cortisol level go up, everything can happen in your body if it don't never go down for a while. That stress can not only act on your brain, it can act on the whatever kind of weakness in your body, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, whatever the weakness in your body is going to go there and act on it. That stress is. You got a weakness in your back. It can somebody that had back surgery. I know a lady had back surgery a few months ago, and she gets stressed out, and then she said, "Oh, I can't move my back. I can't move my back." And hey, it acted on her back. So yes, that stress level is not nothing to play with, which is that cortisol level in your body. When it goes up, boom, it can cause a lot of problems. Yes. Anyone else have any more questions? Oh, I'm enjoying this tonight with you all. And I thank you for your questions. Thank you for the questions. We're going to get down ready to get that allergies and sinus teaching to you all. And we love to get ready to get your questions ready for it. Because we're going to go some little deep in this sinus and the allergies, because a lot of people having problems with sinus and allergy. Yeah, we can have some stuff on stress, because a lot of people are stressed. That can go a long way. But yes, we can have a teaching on stress. Yep. Keep your questions coming. I'm enjoying them. Keep your questions coming. Keep your comments coming. I want to hear anybody had anything, testimony, anything that's good happened to them out of these teachings. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And I've been getting some already about the top cherry. Good reports in about it. And someone I was just talking to yesterday said, wow, it's good to know that it's a fruit that actually can do just about as much stuff as turmeric. And it's not a herb, which is a good thing. Yes. Anybody else on anything that about the headaches? So keep some mint tea around the house, some green tea around the house, some water, plenty of water, some fruit, lemons. You can put some lemons and some water in a jar in the refrigerator and just drink off that lemon water. That will help you a whole lot too. I does that too. I keep a jug of lemons, cut up lemons in some, and water in the refrigerator, and I drinks off of it. That does a lot. And remember, the lemons are good for your blood sugar too. They lower your blood sugar. And you should drink some lemon water before you go to bed at night and when you wake up in the morning. It helps you keep you hydrated and help you keep your sugar level regulated, even though you may not be a diabetic. So treat yourself before that sickness can come your way, especially if you know you got a tendency to have it hereditary in your family already. Why you think the doctor asks you to, when you fill out those paperwork when you go to the doctor, you got a lot of questions on it, and they ask you, have you got a family history of this and this and this and this and this? You're trying to pinpoint your problem. But you don't have to be like your grandmama, your mama, your daddy. It's going to how you treating your body now and your life experiences, your lifestyle. That's going to depend on your health. And I also got to teach those 12 lifestyles that can help somebody that want to lose weight. All right, we're gonna close it out. Anyone else? I got to answer everybody's question. If anybody else have any questions? Oh yeah, when I said tumor, constant headache and don't want to stop headaches. When I said it could be a tumor, yeah, the tumor could possibly be cancer. Remember, it be tumor before it become before they test it, and when they test it and get a biopsy of the tumor, it may be cancer. Yeah, very well be. So don't play around with a headache. If it's not your blood pressure and it's continuing, hey, go to the doctor, have a CAT scan or MRI, something done in your brain. Tell them something must be wrong. You tried everything and it's not your blood pressure. And let them do a CAT scan or MRI and see what's going on. Because it very well may be brain cancer. Hope not, but remember, if you don't treat inflammation, it can turn into cancer. So don't play around with stuff like that. Do not play around with stuff like that. All right. This has been a full night. Oh yes, oh yes. I have had many patients come through the emergency room with. I worked emergency room for years and years and years, and we had many people come in. Oh, I have a splitting headache again. I have a splitting headache. We'll treat them for a headache and give them some migraine medication and all. And they come back, steady come back, and then that's when the doctor said we're gonna have to check you and see why you're having so many headaches. And it have been brain tumors at times, and it have been brain cancer. So yes, it can definitely be that. So check it out. Don't mess around with it. Don't play around with it. You don't see no relief. It's not your blood pressure. Don't play around with it, because we got all kind of medication for blood pressure. They can get your blood pressure down at the hospital. And with herbs that you can get your blood pressure down also. So don't play around. With a headache, especially pulsation all the way through your brain. And sometimes it don't pulsation, it's brain, and it may be still a brain tumor or cancer. It could be in some particular part of your brain. Always feel your head and know your head, and whether you got a lump here or you got a lump here, or it's new or it's old, or it's been there, or it just came there. Always know your head. Pay attention to your body when you wash yourself, when you take a bath and all. Pay attention to your body. Look at your skin. See what's on your skin. Look at any lumps or any uh, bumps or moles. And if they are new and they hadn't been there, hey, check them out. It's bothering you more. It's been there, a mole been there, and it's been bothering you more and more. Check it out. So, because it don't have to be your whole head. It can be a certain area. Because I tell everybody about these cellular phones today. Do not put them to your head unless you have to. Everybody always talk on their phone, talk on their phone. If you don't have to put it to your head, you can put the speaker on and talk. Great. Because the more you put them to your head, it's got all kind of stuff coming out of your phones, electronic beams and all kind of stuff coming out the phone that affecting people's head and giving them brain tumors and giving them headaches, and they wonder why they got headaches. Remember, pain is a sign of something wrong. Anytime you have pain, it's something wrong, something causing the pain. It's not just there. Anytime you cause swelling, redness, itching, it's something wrong. Constantly sneezing. I'll go through that next week with the allergies. Your body have a way of telling you something wrong. Diarrhea, something wrong. Constant diarrhea, and it ain't going 2 days and it's still going. No, something wrong. Your body have a way of telling you something wrong. Constipation. Your body have a way of telling you something is wrong. So know your body, because your body be with you 24/7. So know your body and know the signs on your body and what's on your body and what's been there and what's not been there. Yeah. I think I covered everything tonight. Anybody else have anything to say? Thank you, Miss Sellers. Thank you very much. Yes, bad blood flow can cause headaches. That's one of the signs of one of the headaches is a bad blood flow. Hmm. That's a migraine for sure. Bad blood flow is hey, you get less fluids to your brain. You got your blood going through there too, and less oxygen going through your brain. So you might be about to have a stroke because you're having a headache because you ain't got enough oxygen going to your brain. So a headache is not nothing to play with. And you got these carotid arteries in your neck right here. And if that any of those are clotted up, going up there, it's gonna make you have some pressure in your head because you ain't got enough blood flow going up those arteries and enough fluid going up those arteries with the blood flow. It's gonna make you have a headache. The next thing you know, you're gonna be having a stroke. A heart attack. It can lead to a heart attack. Any less blood flow which is oxygen in the blood going to the heart or the brain, is going to develop into a blood clot, what we call a blood clot. And a blood clot does not have that much oxygen in it. It's going to go to your brain or your heart, or it can go down in your legs. You'd rather have it down below in your legs than up to your heart or your brain. So your body warns you of different things. So watch your pain. All right. Okay. Is that all for tonight? All right. Don't forget to share your video, like your video, subscribe, invite people to come on in with the questions, and we will be having these Q&As on Saturday mornings and Monday night. We will be reflecting on what we're going to do for the whole week. All right. It's your friendly nurse and health coach. And we're going to sign off for the night and let you all get some sleep. Don't forget to keep your notifications on. All right. We love you all. Thank you very much. Good night.